Legal, is it? Or
Yeah,
is
it
it?
is.
Is it?
It's from Innistrad, isn't it?
I thought it was, oh, it is legal. So, I kind of know what the deck is. Um, it's basically a blue-white control deck, based on the card Knowledge Pool, which, whenever you cast a card, goes underneath it, exiles, and then you can cast another card underneath it. With the Curse of Exhaustion, you can only cast one spell per turn, so when you cast the first one and it gets exiled, you can't cast the second one.
Hmm.
So it essentially locks whoever has the curse on them out of the game. Not a more common deck. I think I've seen it one time playing Modern, so. Oh, Dark Ascension, okay. I wasn't sure if it was in Dark Ascension or if it was in the Commander, the second Commander set.
Oh, I think it was just reprinted there.
Gotcha. Woohoo, Mindstone. How we used to cast our Wraths on turn 3 like real men.
Well, he has the combo in hand of Curse of Exhaustion and Knowledge Pool. He just needs to get on the board.
Just needs to get up to 6 mana.
Ooh, and or Rule of Law.
So this turn, it looks like he is going to Rule of Law, maybe? Rule
Yeah.
of Law is probably not the greatest thing to be doing here, though, because it turns off your counter spells to protect your combo, but it turns off their counter spells to protect their combo. So it's kind of a weird dichotomy.
It's a loop-de-loop.
Nice vocab there, Mumbles.
Okay. Like.
That's just your nickname from now on, Mumbles.
I was curious. Looks like he just decided to keep up Mana Leak Mana.
Honestly, like, keeping up Mana Leak Mana here isn't going to do him much good. Doug is just going to ramp here, unless he wants to counter ramp spells. Not going to do him much good. Playing both Ghost Quarter and Tech Edge. I guess you can get away with 8 colorless lands when you're just 2 color.
Looks like Krishna has to explain why he's here right now to somebody. I stand by my choice I made.
The only shuffling people.
Mm-hmm.
I can't argue with that decision. So, kind of funny. Has 2 blue-white lands on board. That
Glacial.
Glacial Fortress comes into play tapped.
That's pretty awkward. So you probably just play it.
He is running bolts. We actually commented on that in the first round. No Bring to Light, just 3-color Rug Shift. And is running main deck lightning bolts, which I found a little surprising. I don't think I remember seeing them in any lists since, I want to say, Treasure Cruise era.
I think Noah Walker made the comment when I was playing next to him that he doesn't want to play them, but he just feels like it's necessary to get rid of creatures sometimes.
I don't know. I feel like Is It Charm and Electrolyze and your counter spells do a good enough job there most of the time, so. Bring in Balos, bringing some aggression to this matchup. Admittedly, Krishna probably boarded out a lot of his removal after game 1, but this is definitely a chance for Krishna to resolve Knowledge Pool. Just slam a 6 land here, bam, or 6 mana.
Yeah, there's not much you can be afraid of when your opponent has 1 Steam Vents up.
Yeah, as we were discussing round 1, we actually are currently aware of 3 different Scapeshift lists. The traditional Rug lists, the Bring Delight lists, and then the Red-Green lists. I guess that's what, like
No,
4
no.
or 5.
We thought there was like 3 red-green only Scapeshift decks
Yeah.
because there was like the just Titans and shifts,
Yeah,
and then
Titan
there's like Titans with
through the breach.
Through the Breach and Emrakul, and then there was
The
just
global warming
the
deck.
global warming deck you were talking about.
Yeah. So he resolved curse the second time around.
Hmm. Would you rather choose curses here, or would you rather choose the knowledge pool? 'Cause I feel like knowledge pool is the more important piece.
I actually feel like curses because now if Doug tries to go for Scapeshift, he can't counter back when Krishna counters.
Mm. And he is keeping up counter mana with this.
Yeah, but it's just a mana leak, so
No, he has a negate.
does he?
He drew one. It's
Okay.
different art.
Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with all the new artworks. I tend to use my full art ones because I'm stuck up like that.
It's the right choice.
I used to have some M10 foils I played with, and then it's like, these aren't expensive enough. Can't play with them.
Also, if Doug tries to go for the win here and taps out, Krishna actually ends up winning because he can keep his own counter up with the curse,
Absolutely.
but he'd have to have 8 mana.
Figure Krishna's not under much of a clock. Like, Obstinate Baloth might be a solid beater. It's not going to deal 22 damage real fast, though. And plus, as we saw in match 1 on camera here, Doug is not in love with attacking with his Baloths.
He wants a one with spell Scapeshift, and that's it.
Yeah. If
Practically.
he can't win with Scapeshift, he doesn't want to win.
Just a pass back here from Doug,
Yeah.
aware of only being able to cast one spell. See, he has 2 negates now.
So I really feel like Krishna ought to wait here, but I don't know if he will. He might get greedy and just try and slam it down here. But in Doug's hand, I only saw 1 blue spell, and I'm not even sure if it's a counter spell.
He's Electrolyze, Anticipate,
Anticipate, ooh.
Scapeshift, Valakut. So there's, in fact, no counter spell in his hand. Scapeshift is non-instant. It's a sorcery.
Yes, it's definitely a sorcery, as we were talking earlier.
Noah Walker runs 2 to 3. Like, not, even though I keep mentioning him, his list is really tuned because that's like the deck he plays a lot. He runs Quicken, so he could go either end of turn Quicken, Bring to Light for Scapeshift, or Quicken, Scapeshift, or even Quicken, Search for Tomorrow.
And really, as has been discussed with most Eternal formats, the way you get good at them tends to be sticking with one deck and just tuning it to the best you can. That probably is what my problem is with Modern. I can't find a deck I like, so I don't stick with any of them.
But you've played what's it called?
I'm pretty sure I've played like most of the formats.
But you've played Tron a lot, haven't you, in your bigger tournaments?
Yeah, I've probably top 8'd more like SCG IQs and whatnot with Tron than probably anything else.
Looks like he goes for the knowledge pool here, tapping out.
And here's that Cryptic. Definitely.
Ooh, and looks like Krishna will
And-
lose the game due to this.
Yeah, it looks like Scapeshift has got it here. He does have double green, yep.
If
And
Krishna would have just waited for 2 more lands, but it looks like he wasn't getting the lands, and he was on a little bit of a clock, which was 3 turns with the Baloth.
Yeah. But he probably could have waited at least 1 to 2 more turns. Especially if he draws any sort of removal left in the deck, so. Pretty much what I figured was going to happen, but just play Blue-Red Storm and call it Metacall. I have been known to jam some Storm. I'm pretty sure it's actually built and sitting on my bedroom floor right now.
Looks like
And
Doug,
foil because it's Storm.
you saw this foil Shivan Reefs.
I do, actually. Nobody will touch a 9th edition foil Shivan Reef.
You'd think they would have touched them maybe when the blue-red deck was
No,
happening. Did you
because-
try those?
So, I definitely tried to